Hey boys and girls, Squee913 here. Welcome to Let's Read Lone Wolf, Book 11, Prisoners of Time. Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? Last we left, we were not faring so well. The story so far. You are the warrior Lone Wolf, last of the Kai Masters of Summerlund, and sole survivor of the massacre that destroyed your kinsmen during the bitter war with your age-old enemies, the Dark Lords of Helgadad. Many centuries have passed since Sun Eagle, the first of your kind, established the Order of the Kai. Aided by the magicians of Desi, he completed a perilous quest to find 7 crystals of power known as the Lore Stones of Nixitar. And upon their discovery, he unlocked the wisdom and strength that lay within both the Lore Stones and himself. He recorded the nature of his discoveries and his experiences in the great tome entitled The Book of the Magna Kai. You have discovered this lost Kai treasure and have given a solemn pledge to restore the Kai to their former glory, thereby ensuring the security of your land in the years to come. However, your diligent study of this ancient book has enabled you to master only 3 of the 10 Magna Kai disciplines. To fulfill your pledge, you must complete the quest first undertaken by Sun Eagle over 1,000 years ago. By doing so successfully, you too will acquire the powers and wisdom of the Magna Kai, which is held in the Lore Stone's crystal forms. Already your quest has taken you far from your northern homeland. Following in the footsteps of the first Kai Grandmaster, you journeyed to Desi and sought to help the help of the Elder Magi, the magicians who aided Sun Eagle on his quest long ago. There, you learned that for centuries the Elder Magi had awaited your coming. An ancient Desi legend tells of the birth and rise to greatness of 2 Koratas Kai, which means sons of the sun. One was named Ikar, which means eagle, and the one was named Skarn, which means wolf. A prophecy foretold by the Koratas Kai told that the Koratas Kai would each come from the north to seek counsel of the Elder Magi in order that they might fulfill a great quest. Although separated by several centuries, they would share one spirit, one purpose, and one destiny, to triumph over the champions of darkness in the age of great peril. The Elder Magi knew that you were Skarn, the wolf of the Desi legend, and in keeping with their ancient vows, they promised to help you complete the Magna Kai quest. In Ilizan, the capital of Desi, you were tutored in the histories of Magnamon and received lessons in lore that you would have learned from the Kai Masters if only they, like you, had survived the murderous Dark Lord attack on the Kai Monastery 12 years ago. You were eager to learn all that your tutor, Lord Rimora, could teach you in preparation for the next stage of your quest. But grim news from the Darklands cut short your tuition, and the Dark Lord city of Helgadad, a civil war had erupted following your defeat of Hakan, Archlord of the Black City. After 5 years, the battle for the throne of Helgadad had finally been won, and by a Dark Lord named Nag. The other Dark Lords, also united behind the new leader, were ordered to amass huge armies in preparation for the conquest of Magnamund. Swiftly, their Gak legions grew in number, enabling Nag to launch a sweeping invasion that would catch the Freelands unprepared. Many countries were completely overrun by the Dark Lord armies. Others surrendered without a fight, and sadly, there were those who chose to betray former friends and allies by joining the Dark Lord cause, in the misguided hope that they would share in the spoils of victory. Following the triumph of Dark Lord Nag, one such land was Vasigonia, a powerful desert realm to the north of Desi. It mobilized its formidable army and marched west to join Nag's horde as it steamrolled across central Magnamon. They were destined to meet in the city of Tao, where beneath the ancient streets lay hidden one of the 7 lore stones of Nixitar. You set off in haste for Tao and arrived barely hours ahead of the enemy. Successfully, you made your descent and discovered the object of your quest, but on returning to the surface, you found Tao transformed into a blazing inferno. Dark Lord Nyarg and Zakan Kima, the cruel ruler of Vasigonia, that was my computer, don't worry about it, had learnt of your presence and were determined to destroy you at all costs. For days, their engines of war had hurled fire and rock across the walls of Tao with devastating effect. Then a massive assault led by the Zakan himself breached the city gate and gained entry to the burning capital. Armed with the weapon of awesome power, the evil Zakan sought you out and challenged you to a fight to the death. The struggle was desperate, but you emerged victorious and led the Anarians in a counterattack that cleared the city of the invading foe. The allies of Anari arrived to raise the siege, and in the ensuing battle, the demoralized armies of Nag and Kimura were smashed and routed. Your defeat of the Zaken Kima turned the tide of the war decisively against the Dark Lord armies and paved the way for the liberation of the lands that had been taken by force. But the sweet taste of victory turned sour when you discovered the Dark Lord Nag had captured the last 3 lore stones of Nixitar and had vowed to avenge his defeat by destroying them and killing you. Alarmed by this, the High Council of the Elder Magi joined you and Taro to help formulate a plan of action. They had already received word from Prince Gregor, ruler of Eru, that 3 radiant gems filled with golden light had been transported to the fortress of Torgar from the Dark Lord city of Mosgar. Unable to tolerate the goodly power of the lore stones within his own domain, Nag had been forced to move them to Torgar, where his sorcerers, the Nadziranim, set about searching for a means to destroy them. Fearing that they might achieve their task, the Elder Magi made preparations for your secret journey to Eru. In order to safeguard your true identity, you adopted the guise of a Pathfinder, one of Prince Gregor's elite woodland scouts. After a long and perilous journey, you arrived at Torgar to find it besieged by the armies of Telestria and Palimaran. During the early months of the Darkwood invasion, hundreds of Telestrians were enslaved and sent to labor in the dungeons of the sulfur mines within the bowels of the grim city fortress. Their plight seemed hopeless unless the allied armies under the command of Lord Adams of Garanth finally arrived to liberate them. Due in part to your bravery and skill during the assault, Lord Adams' troops were able to breach the Great Torgar Gate and storm the citadel. During the fierce battle, you gained entry to the chamber at the heart of the citadel, where the Nadzarnim were attempting to destroy the lore stones. They were hung above a circular black pit and suspended in a fireball of negative energy, the focal point of several beams of power emanating from crystals set around the edge of the pit. By means of the gantry, you were able to climb above these energy beams and retrieve one of the lore stones. But as you reached out for the remaining 2, a terrible voice filled the chamber. "Vengeance is mine, Lone Wolf!" Terror struck dear in your heart. I'm thinking it meant fear in your heart? I don't know. As you turned and saw a ghastly form of the Dark Lord Nag, a rasping laugh echoed from his fly-like head as he raised a black crystal and pointed at the gantry. "The vow I gave at Tau shall be fulfilled. Now I will destroy you and the lore stones," he gloated. With a deafening crack and a bolt of blue lightning leapt from the stone towards the rusty iron gantry. As the shockwave hit, the fireball and the 2 remaining lore stones were sent tumbling into the black abyss. A second bolt ripped the gantry in 2, and with the ghastly laugh, the Dark Lord Nag ringing in your ears, you fell headlong into the portal of total darkness, a shadow gate which leads to the twilight world of the Dazarnian Plain. Okay, that is the story so far, folks. So we really have no idea what's in store for us, do we? No. Alright, time to pick our voting time, folks. Time to pick our new mastery. We already have weapon mastery, we have curing, we have invisibility, hunt mastery, pathmanship, screen, and divination. The choices we have left, folks, is Nexus. Mastery of this Magnakai skill will enable you to withstand the extremes of heat and cold without losing endurance points, and to move items by your powers of concentration alone. Surge. The psychic skill enables the Kai Master to attack an enemy using the force of his mind. It can be used as well as normal combat weapons and adds 4 extra points to your combat skill. Of course, it also deducts 2 endurance points for every round you use it. And last but not least, animal control. The Magnakai discipline enables the Kai Master to communicate with most animals and to determine their purpose and intentions. It also enables the Kai Master to fight from the saddle with great advantage. Okay, so not too many choices left because we're reaching the end, folks. Nexus, Surge, or Animal Control. The choice is yours. Let's see what else we have. If you've completed, yes, of course, you will already. Right, so equipment we completely ignore. Why? Because we're keeping the equipment we had when we fell in the hole. Makes sense, that's what the book is saying. So all of this stuff we completely ignore. We have what we brought with us. Got it, everyone? Good. Alright. Also, you'll need to vote on our new weapon. I'll put that poll up there as well. Again, not many options left. Everyone knows how to do combat by now, I assume. And of course, the lore stones, lore circles or Magna Chi give us bonuses. The only two we don't have is Circle of Spirit, which we have 2. We need 2 more. And Circle of Light, which we have 1, and we need 1 more. Of course, they give bonuses. You guys should be familiar with this stuff by now. Time for improved disciplines. Let's find out what has improved since last time. Alright, the Scion Kai is our new rank. Weapon Mastery. When entering combat with a weapon they have mastered, Scion Kai may add 4 points instead of the usual 3 points to combat skill. Also, when in combat without a weapon, they only lose 1 point from their combat skill. Wait, I thought we didn't lose any points. Wait. Oh, I didn't add this at all. I forgot that Weapon Mastery as a Mentor, we get to add 2 extra to our bow. Wow, that means we get to add +8 to any bow shot. Forgot about that. No, I thought there was oh, you only lose 2 points instead of 4. Now we only lose 1 point when fighting unarmed. Cool. Invisibility. Scion Kai are able to alter their physical appearance at will in order to deceive an enemy. The duration and effectiveness of this deception increases as the Kai Master rises in rank. That's cool too. Pathmanship. The ability are able to converse with any sentient creature. They are able to make themselves invisible when subjected to a psychic or magical spells of detection. Wow, that's neat too. Psi Screen. When engaging in psychic combat, Scion Kai are able to absorb and control some of the energies directed at them. By deflecting or inducing the hostile energy, they can either reduce the damage they sustain or increase the power of their own psychic attacks. That's cool. That's some really neat abilities this time around. Divination! You're able to leave your body in a state of suspended animation. In the spirit form, explore their immediate surroundings unhindered by physical limitations. This ability is called spirit walking. The length of time a Kai Master can spirit walk increases as he rises in rank. When the spirit is separated from the body in this fashion, the body remains inanimate and vulnerable to attack. If a Kai Master's body is killed whilst his spirit is walking, his spiritual self will also cease to exist, and vice versa. Cool. So those are our improved disciplines. That's it, folks. So, go ahead and vote for our new skill and vote for our new weapon, and then we shall find out what the mysteries of the Twilight Plane have in store for us. Alright, see you all later.